You have access to almost every fact ever recorded, in seconds, from your pocket. So here's the honest question. Has that actually made you smarter or just more dependent? Science has an answer, and it's probably not the one you expect. Let's start with the real good news. Research published in 2026 tracked adults over time and found that consistent, purposeful internet use is associated with stronger cognitive resilience, sharper memory, better processing, especially as people age. And historically, humans have always extended their minds with external tools. Writing outsourced memory to clay tablets. Libraries outsourced entire bodies of knowledge to buildings. The internet is the same impulse at a radically different scale. Cognitive scientists call this transactive memory, the idea that intelligence is not stored only inside your skull. It is distributed across your relationships, your books, and your tools. That is not a modern failure. That is how human cognition has always worked. But here is where it gets complicated, and where the research gets genuinely fascinating. In a landmark experiment, psychologist Betsy Sparrow found that when people know they can look something up later, they stop trying to remember it at all. They do not learn the fact, they learn where to find the fact. This became known as the Google effect, and a 2024 meta-analysis of dozens of studies confirmed it is real, significant, and growing. Your brain is not doing this because you are lazy. It is making a rational trade-off. Why hold information when the answer is one search away? The problem is that deep understanding, the kind that lets you connect ideas, spot patterns, and actually think creatively, requires knowledge that lives in your head, not on a server. Wow fact. The same meta-analysis found that the Google effect is weakest in people who already have a large base of knowledge. The more you already know, the less the internet erodes your recall. Prior learning actually protects you from cognitive dependency. People who already know a lot are much less affected by the Google effect. The research also turns up findings that are harder to wave away. Studies consistently link excessive passive internet use, endless scrolling, rapid content switching, heavy social media consumption, to lower scores on attention and cognitive control tasks. Neuroscientist Manfred Spitzer coined the term digital dementia to describe what he observed. Heavy device reliance correlating with memory degradation, reduced attention span, and diminished independent problem solving. And then there is information overload. When data arrives faster than you can process it, your brain does not get sharper. It gets overwhelmed. You start skimming instead of reading, reacting instead of thinking. Research on adolescents found that chronic exposure to high-speed, bite-sized content is linked to measurably impaired critical thinking, the ability to slow down, analyze, and reason rather than simply respond. So which side is right, the optimists or the critics? Both, depending on one variable, how you use it. Purposeful use, searching with a specific goal, reading long-form content, learning a skill, going deeper on something you already started thinking about, is consistently associated with cognitive benefit. Passive use, notification-driven checking, rapid-fire multitasking, reflexive scrolling, is consistently associated with cognitive cost. The internet is not making you smarter or dumber on its own. It is amplifying whatever you are already doing with your attention. Think of it like a gym. The equipment is there. The knowledge is there. But are you actually working out or just wandering the floor, distracted? The people who come out of the internet age sharper are the ones treating it as a tool for active learning, not a feed to consume. They go deep. They ask better questions. They use search to go further into something, not to replace the work of thinking it through. Last episode, we asked whether AI could replace Google. This episode, the deeper question, whether access to all human knowledge actually makes us more capable. The answer is not yes or no. It depends on you, and it may also be one of the most important lessons for anyone living with the internet today. If this episode changed how you think about your own screen time, hit like and subscribe. We go this deep every episode. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, and stay subscribed. Next episode, we are asking a question that hits even closer to home. Can AI actually replace your doctor?